Guruve Gaura Chandaya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Shri Krishna Kanakajavadagatro Nila Sunabdanetro Mrigumala Malati Balo Malati Kundamalo Taula Tauna Besho Nila Pitam Bedesho Smarana Petana Kunja Radhika Krishna Chando Bhajami Radham Madhavindanetram Smarami Radham Madhudasmitasyam Vadami Radham Kuruna Badaram Tato Manojasti Katena Kati Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Ramo Hare Hare. So first of all I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Vishnupada Dandi Swami, Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj, our Rupanu Guru Varga, our Shiksha Gurus Nichilila Parishi, Gaura Govinda Goswami Maharaj, Sri Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, all Vaisnavas, Vaishnavis, Trinidad Sangha, Hare Krishna. So a little mix-up in understanding. Everyone thought I was arriving tomorrow, but unfortunately for all of you, I am here early. So, our goal is not Krishna. Our goal is service to Krishna. Because even if Krishna comes, Krishna comes in front of me, but I have no mood of service, not so much benefit. Like many demons, like Ravan, Kumbhakarna, Indrajit, even in Ram Leela you see this, Kalnimi, so many demons. What was her name? Taraka. In Ram Leela you see many demons saw Bhagavan face to face, with no mood of affection, no mood of devotion, no mood of bhakti. They could not get the benefit too much. Benefit is there, but not the ultimate benefit. For that reason, it said our goal is not Bhagavan, our goal is bhakti to Bhagavan. Our goal is service to Bhagavan. And who gives service to Bhagavan? Krishna does not give that. Because Krishna is not a servant. So Krishna doesn't know too much about service. In Sanskrit we say he is Vishaya Bhagavan. He is the object of service. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Bhaktaram yagya tapas sarva loka maheshwaram suranam sarvabhutam gyatva mam shanti. Krishna says, Poni Bhaktaram, Bhaktaham, I am the enjoyer. I am the master of all planetary systems. So Krishna is not a servant. So service to Krishna does not come from Krishna. Service to Krishna comes from the servants of Krishna. Therefore the servants of Krishna are called Ashray Bhagavan. Vishaya and Ashray. Krishna is Vishaya and devotees are Ashray. It means we can give a material example just for understanding. Ice cream, this is the object. And the eater, the person doing the tasting, that is the object, our subject. Of course, this is not a good example because Krishna is not ice cream. Krishna is also conscious. Therefore, Visaya Bhagavan means the object of affection. And Ashraya Bhagavan means the devotee who is the shelter of affection. Like the supreme Visaya Bhagavan is Krishna, and the supreme Ashraya Bhagavan is Radhika. So sometimes for that reason Gurudev, Vaisnavas, even Narad Muni, sometimes we see Narad Muni also called Bhagavan. Lord Brahma, Bhagavan Vajakacha Triyavikshamanitsya. Brahma also called Bhagavan. Brahma studied the Vedas 3 times. He could understand Krishna as the goal of life. So when we hear Gurudev called Bhagavan or Lord Shiva called Bhagavan, this is not like the position of Krishna, but this is the position of the devotee. The supreme position of devotion is called Ashray Bhagavan. Who can give you Bhagavan? Who always keeps Bhagavan in their heart, they are called Ashray Bhagavan. So, for that reason Lord Shiva said, when Parvati, many conversations between Shiva and Parvati. Parvati like asking questions and Shiva giving answer. Like Padma Puran, Tulsidas Ramcharitmanas. This is just conversation between Shiva and Parvati, the glories of Bhagavan Ramchandra. So Parvati asked, Prabhu, who is the ultimate object of worship? Who is the topmost? Then Shiva said, Aradhanam. Aradhana means to worship. Therefore, that is one reason Radharani's name is Radharani. Because she is the abode, she is the cause of all service to Krishna. Service to Krishna is called Aradhana. And also because she has so much devotion, Krishna also worships her. That is more internal meaning. So Shiva said, Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param. Worship of Vishnu, that is the topmost worship. Then thinking a little bit more, Shiva said, I should speak things more clearly. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam tasmat parataram devi tadyanam samach. But even higher than the worship of Vishnu, Vishnu means Ram, Vishnu means Krishna especially. So even higher than the worship of Vishnu is the worship of the devotees of Vishnu. Tadyanam. Tadyanam means Krishna's own property. Tadyanam Samacha. Krishna's Tadyavastu. Krishna's own property. Like Vrindavan, Govardhan, Yamuna, Tulsi. These things are even more special than Krishna because they give devotion to Krishna. Understand, mother? What's your name in blue? What's your name? Sita. Understand? Okay. Therefore, intelligent persons worship devotees before they worship Krishna. Otherwise, you cannot be successful because devotees give a mood of love for Krishna. Therefore, again and again, the scriptures say, Prakasamanti gurum puja tatas chaivam mamachanam kurvanti anyata siddhamanyata nishphalam bhavat. Again and again, the scriptures say, before you worship Bhagavan, you should worship Gurudev, you should worship devotees. Otherwise, you cannot be successful. So, who worships Vishnu, hey, sit down. Who worships Vishnu, they are called Vaisnava. Vishnu means Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu is a word which means Sarva Vyapik, all pervading. Who's inside and outside everything. That Tattva is called Vishnu Tattva. So Krishna, Vishnu Tattva. Ramchandra, Vishnu Tattva. Nrsingadev, especially Vishnu Tattva. So who worships Vishnu Tattva, this is called a Vaishnava. So if you look at it philosophically, everyone is a Vaishnava. Because all souls by nature are servants of Vishnu. Like in Tulsidas Ramcharitamanas. Ishvara Angsa Jiva Abanasi Cheta Namala Sahasukurasi. Clearly, Tulsidas very clearly says, what is the soul? Ishvara Angs. The soul is a part of God. How? Like a spark from a fire. The spark comes from the fire. So we come from Bhagavan. Ishvara Angsa Jiva Abanasi. Therefore another name of the soul is Jiva. Jiva means life. What gives life to everything we see in this world, that is called the soul, the Jiva. And that Jiva is Abhinashi. It cannot be destroyed. Its soul, the Jiva, is not destroyed when this body is finished. It cannot be cut, it cannot be burned, it cannot be drowned. Ishvara Jiva Abhanasi Chetan Amala Sahasukarasi. That soul is pure consciousness. And Sahasukarasi, full of bliss, full of happiness. So all souls are Bhagavan's eternal servant. Kemani Kenamani Sabataradas Yenamani Tar Hoi Se Papilas. Some people know it, others don't know it. No? But all are his servants. So, there is no position higher than being a Vaishnava. There is no position higher than being a servant of Bhagavan. Therefore we see in Hindu society, right? Just like no one calls their son Adolf Hitler. Right? No one. In the same way, we find no one calls their son Ravan. Right? Any Hindus in Trinidad called Ravan? Or Kumbhakarn? Maybe only this little one. We never hear people calling their child Jarasandh or Kamsa. No one. No, but anyone feel very happy to have a son called Hanuman or Narad or Shiva? No, because these are devotees. For example, Ravan, even though so handsome, so wealthy, so powerful, so knowledgeable, everyone, that time he controlled the whole universe. Even the sun god, moon god. Ravan was personally performing their functions. He took all power from them. He was doing it himself, running the universe. So powerful. But no one calls their son Ravan. No one calls their daughter Supanika or Taraka. No. Because the idea that they're against Bhagavan, this is like defaming. What do you call defamation. So there is nothing higher than the position of a devotee, nothing higher than becoming Bhagavan Das. So, but without worship, even though by constitution, by nature, all souls are servant of Bhagavan, without the mercy of a servant of Bhagavan, no one can become a servant of Bhagavan. Without the mercy of a Vaishnava, no one can become a Vaishnava. Guru Maharaj, like some examples. These are material examples, but still take the essence. Every woman can produce a child. Okay. But unless you have a husband, child will never come. Understand? Every mango seed can become a tree. Hurry up. Every mango seed can become a tree, but without water, that seed never become anything. All souls are servant of Bhagavan, but without mercy of a servant of Bhagavan, no one can become a servant of Bhagavan. Therefore, again and again, the scriptures glorify the service of the Vaishnavas, service of Guru. But if Guru is not a Vaishnava, this actual person has no right to be Guru. Like Ravan has many, many followers, but we cannot say him as Sadguru. No, so Guru Vaishnav Nasyat. No. the Vedas say, unless the Guru is a Vaishnava, he cannot be Guru. So Guru or Vaishnava nasyat. So by serving Vaishnava, Vaishnava means Guru, Guru means Vaishnava. Without being a Vaishnava, he cannot be Guru. So Guru means Vaishnava. Okay? So by service to Guru, taking shelter of Guru, one can also become a servant of Krishna. Therefore, just as service of the Vaishnavas is considered the highest form of auspiciousness, there is nothing more auspicious than serving Guru. Therefore, yasya prasadam bhagavat prasadam yasya aprasadam nagati kutopi dayam stuvam stasa yasyastri sandhyam bande guru sri charanaravid. Guru has such a, Vaishnav Guru has such a connection with Bhagavan. Bhagavan cannot ignore them. Indeed, we believe, if Guru is pleased, if Guru is real devotee, if Guru is pleased, Bhagavan becomes happy. Imagine. And Guru is displeased, Bhagavan becomes unhappy with that person. Such intimacy is there, such a relationship. Therefore, Vaishnavas also be called Sevak Bhagavan, Ashray Bhagavan. Even if they are happy, Bhagavan is happy. They are unhappy with your behavior, Bhagavan becomes unhappy. So Guru, for that reason, is also considered one form of Bhagavan. But he is not Krishna, but he is not different than Krishna. Very hard to give any proper example. No? But Guru has such intimacy. Like even this, well, like, this is your child, right? Your grandchild. Even if I not talk to you, but I give so much affection to the child, you'll become happy anyway. Well, material example, but some idea you can get. So Guru is satisfied, Guru is pleased, Bhagavan becomes pleased. In simple language, Bhagavan speaks through the Guru. Guru is not Bhagavan. But because Bhagavan speaks through him, we serve Bhagavan through Gurudev. But Guru is not enjoying that service. He is giving that service to Bhagavan. For that reason, all scriptures say Guru is not different than Bhagavan. Guru is not Bhagavan, but he is not different than Bhagavan. He is Ashray Bhagavan or Sevak Bhagavan. So all auspiciousness comes from service and pleasing Vaishnava. Everything comes. But if you displease them, if you misbehave with them, you will also lose everything. So we always have to be very careful. Bandho mui sabadana mate. Like a fire, right? If you're too close to a fire, you get burnt. But you're too far away from the fire, you also freeze to death. So we have to always be very mindful, very careful of our relationship and dealings with Gurudev and Vaishnavas. So service to the Vaishnavas gives all auspiciousness. And misbehaving with Vaishnavas, one loses everything. So, just like Ravan. Ravan had everything, but misbehaving with Sita. There is no devotee of Ram more dear to Ram than Sita. So, misbehaving with Sita, then Ravan lost everything. His name, his fame, his lifespan, his wealth, his knowledge, his kingdom, he lost everything. So all scriptures say, be careful, be careful, be careful. So, as Aradhana means service, Aradhana means to serve Bhagavan. So aparad, to act against service, this means aparad. Aparad means aparad means misbehavior with Vaishnavas, misbehavior with Guru, even misbehavior with Bhagavan. But misbehavior against Bhagavan is not so serious. Misbehavior again, I'm not recommending anyone do it, but still. Misbehavior against Bhagavan is not so serious, because Bhagavan forgives. But misbehavior against Vaishnava, Bhagavan never forgives. There's a nice story. Gurudev would tell this katha. There was one man who offended Lord Ram. Some offense. Then Ram became very angry. So Ram said, I promise, I vow, I take sankalpa. In the morning I will kill you. So Bhagavan wants to, if someone wants to kill you, what we say? Hey Bhagavan, save me. But Bhagavan wants to kill you, who will save you? No one. Where you run? Where you go? No place. So this man became very anxious. He was crying. Bhagavan will kill me. No one can save me. They say, Krishna rake mare ke, Krishna mare rake ke. In Bengali they said, if Bhagavan wants to kill you, who will save you? If Bhagavan wants to save you, who will kill you? No one. So this man was very depressed and crying. So by good fortune he met Narad Rishi. Narad said, brother, tell me everything, why you're crying? Then he said, Ramchandra has promised to kill me. Then Narad Muni said, there's only one way you can be saved. You have to catch hold of the feet of Hanuman. And no matter what happens, don't let go of Hanuman's feet until he promises to save you. Okay. So the man went to Hanuman, he caught Hanuman's feet. Oh Prabhu, save me, Prabhu, save me. Again and again he cried. Then Hanuman, oh, no, what do you want? No. Then finally Hanuman said, okay, be fearless. I promise to protect you. What's the problem? Then the man said, the problem is Ram wants to kill me. Then Hanuman was, who told you this? Narad. Oh, Narad. Narad always making something interesting happen. So early in the morning, Ram came with his weapons to take the life of that man. So Bhagavan is called Sankalpavit. Satyavatam Satyaparam Sri Satyam Satyasiyoni Nihitam Cha Satyas. What Bhagavan says, that is true. Satya Sankalpa. What Bhagavan wants, what Bhagavan says, that will be. So he came with his weapons to take the life of that man, but that man, in front of that man was standing Hanuman. And Hanuman had his club like this, like fighting position. Ram said, move aside. Hanuman, move aside. I have promised to kill him. Then Hanuman, you move aside. I have promised to save him. Then Bhagavan gave up his desire to kill him. Okay, I am defeated. So when Bhagavan is defeated, Bhagavan becomes more glorious. Because who can defeat him? Only devotee can defeat him. So this is a nice story. It shows you the position of the devotee. If devotee is pleased with you, devotee is merciful to you, no obstacle can stop you. But devotee is displeased with you, you go against devotee, no one can save you. No. Tumas haristan aparad nahi koe hain, tumastan aparad. Tada. Haristan aparad, tada harinam, tumastan aparad nahi koe hain. If someone offends Bhagavan, he can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If someone offends Bhagavan, by chanting the name of Bhagavan, you can be forgiven. But someone offends devotee, no one can help him. No one can help him. Only the devotee who you offended, that person can help you, no one else can help. Even you have Guru, but you offend another devotee, Guru cannot save you. So, as service to Bhagavan is called aradhana, offense against Bhagavan is called aparad. That which is against service. So, 6 Vaisnava aparads are very dangerous in spiritual life. Hanti dvashchi chanindati na Vaisnava abhinandanan krudo nahasham schati svatantisha. 6 causes of fall down. Falling from Dharma means to give up the seva of Bhagavan. What is the cause? 6 offences to devotees must be avoided. Hunting. To beat a Vaishnava. Don't do. Even they beat us, but don't beat them back. Hanti, dveshti. To be envious of a Vaishnava. No. Chanindati. No. Nindati means to blaspheme, to speak false things against a Vaishnava. Hanti dveshti tindina Vaishnava abhinandana. To not welcome a Vaishnava. Like you see, devotee comes and all of a sudden you're looking on your phone. To not welcome, Abhinandan means to welcome. When Vaishnava comes, not welcome them. Kruda, to be angry at a Vaishnava. And Nahashamscha, to see a devotee and not become happy. To see a devotee and not become happy. These 6 are the cause of fall down. These 6 are the cause of fall down. So we're speaking on this. We want to speak tonight a little bit about Lord Shiva. Okay? Many people mistakenly think, the Haribols or the Vaishnavas, they're against the worship of Shiva. It's not like that at all. But we do not see Shiva as Bhagavan. We see Shiva as Vaishnava. Shiva is always meditating. You never see a picture of Krishna meditating. But Shiva, it's very hard to find a picture of him not meditating. He is thinking of his Prabhu. Rama Rama Rameti Ramanam Manoharam Sahasranam Tatulyam Ram Nam Samabhitam. He's always chanting the name of Ram. Ram Ram Rameti Ramanam Manoharam. He's always chanting the Vishnu Sahasranam. Ram, 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 day and night, day and night. Shiva has little japa beads in his hand. He's not chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Why would Shiva chant a mantra for himself? He's chanting this name of Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, we worship Shiva as a Vaishnava, as a devotee of Bhagavan. Therefore it's said, as the Ganga is the Bhagavatam says, as the Ganga is the best of rivers, as Janardhan is the best of the Devas, Janardhan means Krishna, as the Bhagavatam is the Bhagavad Puran is the best of the Puranas, in the same way Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, Shiva is the best of the Vaishnavas, best of the devotees. So we worship Shiva as Guru, as devotee, but not as Bhagavan. If you worship Shiva as Bhagavan, then you are also like Ravan, one type of demon who accepts Shiva but not accepts Vishnu. This is like one type of demon, Asura. So, Shiva, not easy to understand, because day and night he is floating in the ocean of love of Krishna. So sometimes, when he sees Bhagavan, he laughs. It seems for no reason he is laughing, like a mad person. Many people think Shiva taking too much bhang and datura, then he's mad. But no. He too much drinking this nectar of Krishna's name, form, quality and pastime, he become intoxicated by that. So sometimes he sees something like Krishna Lila. In Kusumvan, Kusum Sarova, many Kadamba trees. Kadambas, I don't know you have here in Trinidad, but it's a flower like a soccer ball. But very fragrant, very soft. In Bengal they have big ones. So Radharani saw this tree full of many Kadamba trees, Kadamba flowers. Then Radharani doesn't know, in top of this tree is Krishna, hiding. So Radharani wanted to reach up to pick the flowers, but she cannot, because they're a little too high. So Krishna with his foot he pressed the branch down. But Radharani doesn't know. Then Radharani, catching the branch, she also picking many, many flowers like this. That time Krishna, very clever, he takes his foot off and the branch goes like that, up in the air. Then Radharani hanging onto the branch, Radharani also carried up into the air. Now she's maybe 8-10 foot in the sky. Then she become very afraid. Help me, help me. That time Krishna, as if Krishna did this, no? But unknown, Krishna come down and catch Radhika like that. I will help you, I will help. And when Krishna embraced Radhika, then Krishna feels too much happy also. So Shiva sees this and he begins laughing, ha ha ha, like that. Very funny. So sometimes people see Shiva laughing. Then next minute this vision disappears from Shiva's heart. Then Shiva cannot find Krishna, then he weeps bitterly. Ha Dev, hey Daita, hey Bhuvaneka Bandha, hey Krishna, hey Chapala, hey Kurunekas. In separation, Shiva begins to weep. Sometimes so much separation, Shiva rolls on the ground. Like sometimes too much pain, the person roll on the ground also. Sometimes you see in funerals, person fall on the ground. Then next minute Krishna appears again in before. Then Shiva becomes so happy he begins dancing. Why Shiva's laughing, why Shiva's crying, why Shiva's rolling on the ground, why he's dancing, no one knows. No. Who can understand the cause? Cause is his devotion to Krishna. But many people think, no, he's like a mad person or like this. The Vaishnava Kriya Mudra Vijnana Bhaji. Very hard to understand the characteristics of a Vaishnava who are actually situated in love of Krishna. Very difficult to understand. So in Satya Yuga, in the beginning of creation, all demigods, like the moon god, Chandra, Surya, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, all planets, all devas, all doing worship of Vishnu. The Rig Veda says, Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Parasada Pasyanti Surya Divya Chakshut Satatam. The devas always keep their vision up to the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Like they always been thinking and serving him. So all devas were doing yajna. Yajna means yajna tat kamanodatat yoko yam karmabandha. Yajna means for the satisfaction of Vishnu. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says very clearly, anything done for me, this is called yajna. And anything not done for me, that is called karma. And karma is the source of bondage. I remember I read that when I was first reading Bhagavad Gita. I become stunned. What? Any activity done without a feeling of service to Vishnu, this is bondage, this is karma? I remember very clearly reading that. So all demigods were doing yajna. So in charge of the yajna was one personality named Daksa. Daksa is the son of Lord Brahma. He's called Prajapati. In Satya Yuga there's no sex life like man and woman. They think and a child appears. Like that. That's why Brahma, these 11 sons are called Prajapatis. So Daksha means very expert. He was very expert in all this. But one may be expert in material things, doesn't mean he is very expert in spiritual things. Okay, Cindy, staying awake? Don't sleep. So, as this yajna was going on, all the demigods with their wives came. Thousands and thousands. So, as the yajna was going, then Vishnu was also there. Shiva was there. And Lord Brahma was there. So, at that time, Daksha entered the sacrificial arena. Like what we're doing now, this is also one type of yajna, Sankirtan yajna. We are speaking and hearing about Bhagavan for his happiness. So this is also one yajna. So Daksha came in the middle of this assembly. Daksha means very important person. No? So Just like if the Prime Minister of Trinidad came in, what would we all do? You have to do. When the Queen enters, everyone does like that. When some high person comes, everyone show respect, they give up their seat and stand up. So when Daksa entered, everyone stood up, except two persons. One was Brahma and one was Shiva. So Daksa, he thought, Brahma is my father. So he not stand up, no problem. He is my guru and father. But this Shiva, who the hell does he think he is? Shiva had married Daksa's daughter. So Shiva was like the son-in-law of Daksa. But actually Shiva's position is millions of times higher than Daksa. But some formality in this world, he accepted the marriage, Daksa's daughter. In marriage he became son-in-law. Son-in-law is also one type of son, no? So when Brahma not stood up, Daksa not became offended. But when Shiva did not stand up, he became too much angry. And out of pride and foolishness, he began to abuse Lord Shiva. Who isn't Shiva? These two syllables, Shiva, means auspicious. Shiva. Who is this Shiva? He is Shiva only in name. Like, hey. Are you listening anything? He is Shiva in name, just like there's a blind man, but his name is Padmalochan, lotus eyes. Like that. He is Shiva in name, but actually nothing about him is Shiva, auspicious. Look at him. Shiva have no proper clothes. Most of the time Shiva have no clothes. Or he wear anything, he wear a tiger skin or some tiger skin and elephant skin. But mostly he's not wearing anything. He have no proper clothes. Every gentleman has at least a watch or, a chain or a ring. But Shiva have nothing. What he have? Just a necklace of skulls. His ornaments are just a few snakes here and here and here. He have no proper behavior. Where does he live? Shiva lives in the cremation ground. He's surrounded by ghosts, goblins. He is not pure, because Shiva, he take the ashes from the crematorium and cover his body. He have no proper behavior. Look at him. He have no house. He has no ornaments. He has no wealth. He is quite mad. We describe, sometimes he laughs for no reason. Next minute he's crying for no reason. He's always taking bhang and other things, ganja and other things. His eyes are like the eyes of a monkey. Very bad things Daksha spoke. My daughter has eyes like a deer. But because of the order of Lord Brahma, I had to marry my deer-like daughter to this monkey Shiva. Very bad words he's speaking, very bad words. But that means why Shiva lives in the crematorium? Because very quiet and peaceful place he can practice his devotion without disturbance. He wears skulls, but these are not the heads of ordinary persons. These are the heads of great sadhus, great saints. He keeps them here like an ornament, like we keep tulsi, but he wears... So Daksha could not understand the transcendental nature of Shiva's appearance or Shiva's activities. And despite being a great person materially, he was spiritually blind, spiritually ignorant. Therefore, out of ignorance, he began blaspheming Shiva like any. When a great person is blasphemed, they don't take offense. Like a monkey throws a flower at an elephant, elephant has no problem. So when great persons are criticized, they never become angry. They just tolerate. So as Shiva was being abused, then finally Daksha cursed him. I curse you. You will have no place in any yajna. Even today, people do yajna, but there's no mantra for Shiva in any yajna. These are the curse of Daksha. When Shiva heard this, he just, remembering Prabhu in his heart, he left. He not said anything, he not abused anyone. He just left. But the followers of Shiva became very angry. Like if we blaspheme Gurudev, Gurudev has no problem. But the disciples of Gurudev, they will be like fire. So Shiva had many followers. Nandi, right? Who else? Parvati, of course. He had many followers. So when Shiva left, then especially Nandi, he became too much angry. Ganesh, of course, too much angry. Who is this Daksa? So Daksa was a Brahmin. So the followers of Shiva cursed the Brahmanas. You Brahmanas will have no knowledge. Your goal of life will be simply to fill the stomach. So this is true. Many, you go in, especially India, but also in Trinidad, 100%. Pandit knows nothing but just collecting. Must be Trinidad, I know. They have cannot give any proper spiritual instruction, but they're very expert how to extract rupees. Hey, this is an astrological problem. I will help you. You need to do this yajna. And just milking the people and taking money, but not really giving any proper instructions. This is not for everyone, but still. So this is the curse of the followers of Shiva upon the Brahmin community. No knowledge, and your goal of life just to fill the stomach. Then the Brahmanas became angry. Hey, you don't know who we are? We curse you. You will become addicted to intoxicants. You will have no knowledge of what is pure or impure. You will become like atheists, fully devoid of Vedic knowledge and the goal of life. And we see, like, must be in Trinidad here, most Shiva Bhaktas, what they're doing day and night? Smoking the chillum, smoking ganja, bole bum, eating everything, fish, chicken, anything they can drink, anything they can eat. And they become very bad. They think I am Shiva, Shivoham. They dress like Shiva, they think I am Shiva. Come on, man, where's Shiva and where are you? There's a difference. Like if I put some orange stuff on my face, I become Donald Trump. For example. By imitation, one cannot achieve the same position just by imitation, right? I put myself in a wheelchair, I become Stephen Hawking. No. So this is only imitation, false imitation. So this cursing and counter-cursing was going on, and we see the result even today. Some defects in the Brahminical community, the Pandits, and some defect in the followers of Lord Shiva, because this cursing was going on. Shiva remained silent and left. So, because Shiva had been banned, Daksa had cursed, there's no place for you in any yajna, Shiva actually became very happy by this. Because all the devas, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yas ter jana na prapadyanti anya devata. Krishna says, those who have many desires, they worship the devas. No, like especially Shiva, and who else? Ganesh, who else? Shiva especially, Ganesh. People too much worship them because they want something material. Krishna says in Gita, because their hearts have many desires, sattva gun, rajagun, tamagun, they worship the devas. But those who have no desire worship me. So, we were saying, actually Shiva became happy by this curse, because if the followers of the demigods have many desire, then the demigods have how many desire? So Shiva happy, I don't have to mix with these persons, I don't have to sit with them, and I can just do my own bhajan, my own meditation. So Shiva very happy by this, he not feel sad. And people with many desires worshipping Shiva, give me this, give me this, Shiva also not very happy by that. Because Shiva have no material possessions, so why people worship him for material things? This is one type of foolishness. So Shiva became happy, he not became disturbed, he left. So Daksa wanted to do another sacrifice. He did another sacrifice. So Parvati had been, Shiva was not invited. So So her husband does not go, how can Parvati go? Therefore, her father was arranging another big sacrifice. So Parvati, she was looking. All the demigods were going to the marriage, going to the yajna. Yajna means like a marriage ceremony. Like when there's some marriage, then all ladies get their best saris and lipstick. And put some red in the hair, some black, get rid of those black and white hairs. Everyone tried to look a little special. So imagine the demigods, the wives, what they're wearing, the demigods, how handsome, how beautiful. And all are going in their aeroplanes. No one going by public transport. Very expensive aeroplanes, very wonderful ornaments. So Parvati was watching. Everyone going with their husbands. But the only person who was not invited was Shiva. So Parvati could not go. Then what Tulsidas described. Again and again she go out, look. Again and again she go in, look at her husband. Again and again she go out. Parvati means come from a mountain. So her heart also a little hard. So she asked Shiva, please give permission, I want to go to this yajna. Finally she asked. Shiva not said no directly. Because you tell someone no, they're always going to do it. So Shiva said, listen, I am not welcome. I am not respected there. So why you will go? If you go there, you will only get misfortune. You will not achieve any success. But does wife ever listen? Rajesh, you married? Where's your wife? Divorced, there you go. So she not listening, she went. Then Shiva smiling, he sent his followers. You go there, you also give some protection to her. So when she went to the yajna, everyone pretended not to see her. Because Daksa, her father, is arranging everything. He's man in charge. So everyone pretended not to see her, not to welcome her. No one looked at her. Only her mother and sisters welcomed her, because ladies are a little kind, a little soft. So when Parvati saw, no place for my husband, then this is great disrespect. So she became very angry. And she said to her father, only such a foolish person like you could be envious of a great personality like Shiva. Shiva is the friend of everyone. You have no enemy. But you are so foolish you think Shiva is your enemy. One who disrespects, actually Parvati could have killed him. She said, this body come from you. Then Parvati also known as Dakshini, because her father is Daksha. So this body come from you. Half the body comes from father, half I guess comes from mother. So this body come from you. I cannot kill you because he is Brahman, also father, not good to kill your father. So I cannot kill you, but I give up this body, I give up this relationship. So thinking like that, she meditated. She said many nice things to Daksha. One who blasphemes great personalities, their lifespan, their wealth, their good fortune, their knowledge, their reputation, everything destroyed. Now we see many people become against great personalities. Very quickly they lose everything. So Parvati said like this, you will lose everything. Then she dressed in a yellow sari, Sati her name. She dressed in a saffron sari, meditated upon the fire element, and she burned to ashes. That's why it said when a very chaste woman, also at the time of funeral of a husband, they would jump on the fire and also give up their life. Didi says before, the wives, how much love their husbands. How much love. Now in Kali Yuga, no one loves. Husband doesn't love wife too much, wife. This is Kali Yuga. But before, the ladies so much love their husband, they feel, without husband, this is like a fire. So by going in the fire, they felt cool. Can you imagine? We cannot imagine this. Therefore, these things are not recommended. So sati means she gave up her body in fire. When this happened, there was a great cry. Shame. And the followers of Shiva who had also come to protect Sati, they become very angry. We have failed our master, we have failed, therefore we should give up our bodies. So they went to fight. Because they had failed. Shiva had said, protect my wife. But they failed, so they want to give up their bodies by fighting. If Sati give up her body, they also can give up. So they attacked the yajna. Punching everyone, smashing everyone. Big fight was there. And Shiva's followers were thousands and thousands. Shiva's followers are very wonderful. 1 eye, 3 eyes, 5 eyes, 10 eyes. 1 leg, 2 legs, 5 legs, 50 legs. Bhut. Shiva's known as Bhuteshwar. So a huge fight was there. They're fighting with the demigods. As this fight was going on, then Brigu, who was in charge of the yajna, he offered oblations in the south side of the yajna and chanted a mantra. But the effect of this mantra was wonderful. Thousands of soldiers came out of the yajna. They're called ribus. And they began pounding the followers of Shiva. So you can imagine there was a huge war. Dust was covering all directions. As they killed each other. Then finally the ribus drove out the followers of Shiva who were defeated. So being defeated, they returned to Shiva Lok. Kailash. Shiva was there meditating. He already knew what had happened, of course. But when they gave report, Sati has given up her life, then Shiva became mad. Shiva means the deity of Tamagun. Tamagun means too much angry sometimes also. So he plucked a dreadlock from his head. He threw it on the ground, and what happened? Devendranath? You know what happened? From that dreadlock came Mahakal. Mahakal. Huge. These are called Virabhadra. Like the son of Lord Shiva. He was enormous. Black. He had many weapons in his hands. He did pranam to Shiva. How can I serve you? Shiva said, finish the yajna. So Virabhadra went. His steps, when he would walk, the universe would shake so strong. No. The Shiv Puran said when Vishnu saw this, he also running. Shiv Puran is like this. So there was another fight. When Shiva was being cursed and criticized, some of the devas were laughing. There was one deva who was laughing, showing his teeth, like this. So Virabhadra punched his teeth out. Another Brahmin was doing this with his mustache. So Virabhadra ripped off his mustache, poked out his eyes, like this, because he was doing like this with his eyebrows. In this way, Virabhadra punished everyone, smashed everyone. Then he grabbed Daksa, but could not kill him, because Daksa very powerful also. Many weapons he used, but could not even pierce the skin of Daksa. So finally, before they're not chopping the head off goats, they're putting them in one machine and like strangling them by rope. So finally, Daksa's head was put in there, and Virabhadra turned the rope. His head was cut off. Then Virabhadra took the head and put it in the yajna. Om Namah Shivaya. So Daksa was now dead. All the demigods had broken arms, broken legs. Therefore, no more yajna. When there's no yajna, what happens in this world? Chaos. Like people talk about global warming. Is there really any such thing as global warming? Or is this the result of sinful activities? If the whole world was chanting Hare Krishna, there would be no global warming. No problem. Because all the population doing pious and good activities. Then the earth gives so much. But the population doing nothing for Bhagwan, they never even give one tulsi leaf. No one chants his name, all drinking rum and chicken and all this stuff. No yajna, then the universe become chaotic. So Daksha was dead, all demigods also wounded, no yajna, all universe became chaotic. So all demigods went to Brahma for advice, no? Just like 5,000 years ago, many, many demons, then Earth planet went to Brahma to complain. This you all know. So in the same way, when the universe became disturbed, they went to Lord Brahma. Everything finished, man. Then Brahma said, you know why? Because of disrespect of Shiva. So what to do? You have to beg his forgiveness. So Shiva easily angered, but next minute he became happy. Asutosh. Asutosh means very easily satisfied. So Brahma and all the demigods went to Shiva Lok and they offered prayers. Oh Brahma, oh Shiva, please now, you make some arrangement. Please forgive us our ignorance. So Shiva smiled. And they said, without Yad Daksha we cannot do sacrifice, but he is dead. Then Shiva said, you go to the north. And the first animal you find, bring his head for. So the first animal they found was a goat. What do you call them here in Trinidad? Goat. No special name? Chuggle. One thing, goat is very foolish. Goat is very foolish. Even the butchers, they kill it, chopping the goats one by one, but the surviving goats, they put some grass. And the goat's not looking, next 5 minutes I'm going to be my head cut off. So what the goats are doing, fighting with each other, eating the grass, trying to find the she-goat. But next minute they're being killed, they not look at that thing. So bring me that they brought the head of a goat. Also goat always, what's he doing? Meh. Is that a sheep or a goat? Meh. Meh. Meh in Hindi means what? Me. Meh. Meh in Hindi. I. Meh mera. I and mine, who have goat-like brain, animal brain, always thinking, I am this body. When this body is happy, I am happy, right? No knowledge of the Atma, the soul. And goat also have sex, you have no control on sex life. So this is goat-like person. So Shiva said, bring me a head. What was the first head? Goat. So those who are against devotees, those who have no real spiritual vision, they're like goats. Meh, meh, day and night, meh, meh, I am very important, I am very great, I am the doer, I am this, I am that. I am American, I am Chinese, I am Japanese, I am man, I am woman. Only body consciousness. So they brought the head of the goat, Shiva stuck it on. No. And Daksha offered many prayers, forgive me, forgive me. So this is a nice story. This is in Bhagavad Puran. You see, 4th canto. I think 3rd, 4th canto. Even great personality, like Daksha, because you do some offense against a Vaishnava, you lose everything, No? So therefore be very careful, everyone. No, don't criticize any great personality, any great Vaishnava. Always take care. They're doing something you don't understand, that is your lacking. That is your problem. But they have no problems. Okay, so tonight is little introduction. Okay, official program begins tomorrow night. So 4 or 5 days we're here. Are there any questions from the audience? Bobby, any question? No? Okay. Go Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Follow Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Little louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol. Gopramanandi, Trinidad Yatra ki Jai, Jai Jai Sri Radhe.